rushing, hit a wall. Right now I need a miracle. Hurry up now, I need a miracle.
Training for fat loss is slightly different to training to build muscle. But really, at the end of the day, the way that you are training does not play as big of a part as when you are dieting to lose fat or when you are dieting to build muscle. I believe that diet is the key variable when it comes to building muscle and losing fat, but there are a few small variances in training styles which I'm going to cover in this video. There is also a lot of misconception around whether female athletes or female fitness enthusiasts are able to train the same way as males do, even though their genetic structure is totally different. Now, I personally believe that it does not matter what gender you are. Yes, there are a few small differences between the way males and females train, because generally they have different body goals, but training for fat loss and training for muscle gain for both men and women can be covered at the same time. I'm going to go over how you should train to build muscle, and then I'm going to go over how you should train to lose fat and summarise the differences, or mainly the similarities, between the two scenarios. So training to build muscle is probably one of the easiest things to do in the bodybuilding world, and it really does surprise me that so many people find it so challenging. There is no magical secret, there is no scientific process. As always, it all just comes down to pure hard work and training intensity. If you want to build muscle, all you need to do is train hard and train smart, and eat as much nutritious foods as you can, and I have no doubt that you will start growing very fast. You need to destroy your muscles in the gym, create as many tears as possible in the muscle as you can, and then allow the food that you are eating to be absorbed by the broken down muscle, and then the muscle will build back bigger and stronger. I will say it again, there is no magic secret or no magic training style that is going to get you building muscle faster than others. The most effective way to train when you are trying to build muscle is to train full on as hard as you possibly can. It is that simple. Intensity is the key when it comes to building muscle. When you are training, you need tunnel vision focus, you need to shut everything else off in your life, chuck your headphones in, and train like you actually want to grow. I don't say this to put other people down, and I'm sure you've all seen it before as well. People stuffing around on their phones, talking to friends in between sets, just casually going through the motions during their workouts, don't let the person be you. When you are training, every single set you do, you need to train to the point that your muscles are in physical pain. If you are training biceps, I want you to push yourself every single set until it feels like your biceps are about to explode. You just push and push and push until you literally cannot lift another weight. I know I'm blowing this up and dramatising it, but seriously, the harder that you train, the more tears you create in the muscle, the bigger they are going to grow. It is that simple. The more tears you create in the muscle, the more nutrients the muscle is going to be able to absorb from your food, and then it will build back bigger and stronger. Your body doesn't know if you've used drop sets. Your body doesn't know if you've used supersets. Your body couldn't care less how you create the tears. All that matters is that you create them. You need to fail in the right rep range from 8 to 15 reps. You need to train with all the passion, intensity and heart that you have, and you need to eat and sleep to recover. Repeat this week after week, month after month, and I promise you that you'll make some serious gains. Now, there are training techniques like progressive overload, which is where you gradually increase the amount of stress placed upon the body during weight training. When using the technique, progressive overload, your aim is to lift heavier and heavier in each set, and each week you want to be trying to set new personal bests. So yes, progressive overload is going to help break down the muscles faster. You could also argue that compound movements increase the chance of building muscle more than isolation exercises do, which again is 100% correct. However, the only issue I have with this, and it really is not a big issue at all, because both techniques are correct. But all these techniques I also use when I'm cutting as well, not just when I'm trying to build muscle. Your training style can stay exactly the same whether you are trying to build muscle or drop fat. You could seriously argue a million different things about a million different training techniques, but at the end of the day, your diet is what's going to determine whether you are building muscle or whether you are losing body fat. Every workout I do, and every workout you ever do, should always be different. Sometimes I do compound movements, sometimes I do isolation movements. Sometimes I use progressive overload, and sometimes I do drop sets and supersets. Everything is correct. They all work, they all shock the body into stimulating muscle growth. So yes, there are techniques that will break your muscles down faster than others, but the one thing that I personally believe is more important than anything else is going to be your training intensity and how much you are able to break your muscles down in a single workout. You should always be mixing up your training style and incorporating all these different techniques every single time you train. Why would you say yes, you can train like this, but not like this, when really it all is contributing to your muscles being broken down, which is what leads to muscle growth. Now, I don't believe that you can say that this training style is going to make you grow faster than this one, and this technique works better than this one. It is all personal opinion, and you just need to use them all and mix it up. No one can ever argue that your body will change without training hard. No one can ever say that you can lower your training intensity and still get the same results. It is not going to happen. You mix it up, you train with all the intensity that you have, you keep your workouts new, keep them fun, and incorporate everything. Everything works and everything is correct if you are doing it properly. It wouldn't have become a training style if it didn't work for someone else. If you are able to combine them all together and train with serious intensity, you are on the right path to making some serious progress. Now I'm going to say it one more time. It does not matter how you are training. It does not matter how long you are training for. The only thing that matters when you are trying to build muscle is how many tears in that muscle that you can create in one single workout. You then combine that with the correct recovery through rest and nutrition, and that is how you see progress. You don't need to overthink everything. Keep it all very simple. I'm not saying go train for 4 hours a day and live at the gym and just punish yourself, but seriously, let's be realistic. 20 to 30 sets per workout, fail in the right rep range every single set, mix your training style up as much as you can, and train with 100% passion and intensity. Let the food do its job. Create the tears in your muscles in the gym, go home, eat according to your diet, have a good night's sleep, and every day you will see yourself putting on size. Now the same does apply when you're training to drop body fat, but there are some variables that I want to go over. The only difference between training for muscle gain and for fat loss would be the rest periods in between sets. Once again, you could argue training styles and training techniques and all this different stuff, but you should always be doing a mixture of everything regardless of what your goals are. The more you can mix it up, the harder you can train, the better your results are going to be. Even though I don't think it really matters, but if you wanted to change something when it comes to dropping fat, it would be your rest periods in between sets. The way you actually drop fat is by burning more calories on a daily basis than what you are consuming. Everything you eat is energy in the form of calories. So when you eat too much food and you don't burn it all off, your body stores it as fat. How this is relevant in terms of rest periods in between sets is that you are having a shorter rest in between your set, let's say 30 seconds. You're going to get your heart rate up a lot higher because of the lack of recovery time. I personally normally rest for approximately 90 seconds in between sets, which would not get my heart rate up as high as it would if I was resting for 30 seconds in between sets. What this means is that you're going to burn more calories in the workout with a 30-second rest period in between sets than what you would if you rested for longer, like 90 seconds. Now I hope this is making sense to you. The higher you get your heart rate up during a workout, which is generally done by resting a shorter period of time, is going to burn more calories in that given workout. So technically, yes, this is going to result in you losing fat that little bit faster. However, as I said before, I personally do not change my training style at all, whether I'm trying to build muscle or I'm trying to drop body fat. Nor do I change my rest period in between sets. All I change is my diet and my cardio regime depending on what I'm trying to achieve. When I go to the gym, I train properly and I mean business. I don't go there to talk, I don't want to hang out, I go to the gym with every intention of ripping my muscles apart to the point of physical pain, and I don't mean that as a joke. I'm 100% serious. Intensity is everything. You want results, you need to train hard. I don't even think I could change my rest periods between sets to 30 seconds, even if I wanted to. I just wouldn't have it in me. The reason that I cannot change them to 30 seconds between sets is because I don't have the cardiovascular nor the muscular endurance to be able to do it. 30 seconds after my last set, I'm still in pain from my previous set. I just couldn't physically do it. I would not be able to lift the weight. I honestly believe that all training styles are correct. They all work just as well as each other, and you should use a mixture of all of them. They will all get you the same results very fast, given that you are training at 100% intensity. The one thing that I really want you to take away from this video is that training intensity is everything. Drop sets, supersets, pause reps, negative reps, partial reps, cheat reps, they are all great variations as long as you do them with intensity. If the intensity is not there, they do not work. Go to the gym, plug your headphones in, rid your thoughts of anything else that you have going on in your life, and train harder than you've ever trained before. You need to push your limits, exceed your own expectations, and break those muscles down by incorporating different training techniques at 100% intensity. Every single workout I ever do, my goal is to train harder than my last. If you are constantly pushing your limits and setting new personal bests all the time, you are forcing your body to change. Don't give your body a choice. Break your muscles down by training hard and let the food and the cardio and recovery tie everything else together. Training is the fun part. Nothing beats walking out of the gym with a massive pump. Your workouts should be hard, but you should love them at the same time. It is an amazing feeling you get after an intense workout. If you want to build muscle, you train at 100% intensity and then you go through the muscle building process through correct dieting. Check out my video, How to Build Muscle Through Dieting Correctly, and combine that with your training intensity in the gym, and I promise you that you will grow faster than you ever have before. Intensity is everything. If you want to lose fat, the same thing applies. You need to train at 100% intensity and then you go through the fat loss process with food and cardio. I want you to check out my video, How to Lose Fat Through Dieting Correctly, and all my cardio videos as well. When you combine that with your training intensity, I promise you, you will be dropping serious amounts of fat before you know it. It does not matter whether you are trying to build fat or lose muscle. Every single time you enter the gym, your one and only goal should be to break your muscles down literally as much as you possibly can. That is all you need to do. You let the food and the cardio do the work for you in terms of reaching your training goals. My workout is by far the most enjoyable part of my day. I absolutely love it. 1 hour to rid yourself from all of life's distractions. 1 hour to focus on you and only you for 1 hour to be a better version of what you were yesterday.